install CCTV camera in markets. Resident doctors begin nationwide strike demanding the release of a colleague. Gunmen killed 22 in Pakistan after identity check. A very good morning to you. Welcome to our breakfast news this morning. My name is Ijoma Uche. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The Anambra State Independent Electoral Commission, ANSTEC, has assured political parties and residents that the upcoming local government election in the state will be free, fair, and credible. The chairman of ANSTEC, Magistrate Genevieve Osapwe, gave the assurance in Ogidi Idemili North local government area, where they kicked off their tour of local government areas and interactive sessions with stakeholders in Idemili North and Idemili South local government areas. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike has that report.
Magistrate Osapwe, who was represented by the Commissioner in charge of Information and Publicity, Sir Anthony Nnaloe, denied the claims by people she described as mischievous individuals that the results of the upcoming election had been written, saying it was cheap propaganda to discourage the electorate from participating in the polls. She therefore urged political parties and candidates to embark on campaigns as the election will be conducted within due process and by the law. The ANSTEC boss explained that the essence of the tour is to take down the message of the Commission to the grassroots for full participation and engagement, calling on the electorate to insist that political parties present them with quality candidates with proven integrity to choose from, as the local government is at the heart of governance. She explained that the importance of the tour is to educate and sensitize the people on the processes and timetable for the September 28th local government election, and assured them of their safety before, during, and after the election.
Yeah, grassroots election. I might use any electronic device. Yeah, bro. Election one in one way. I get men to bottom. And after life and blood. I don't talk. I go about soft. Electronics. Everyone's the device caught after it could not transmit.
The stakeholders meeting was also attended by the Special Advisor to Governor Chukwuma Soludo on Entertainment and Leisure, Mr. Bob Manuel Udoku, the Transition Committee Chairman for Idemili North Local Government Area, Mr. Stanley Walker, and his Idemili South counterpart, Mrs. Amaka Obi.
Anambra State, which led in election. Always in order of teaching in Anambra State every day. But the little area, if I was seeing you to the because if I want to use still have a government, and then a go of one.
Returning officer.
It is one of the 5-pillar solution strategy of the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to create the enabling environment where lives and property are secured and law and order maintained in the markets across the state. Hence, CCTV cameras to be installed in the whole markets in Anambra State. The installation of the CCTV camera kicked off at new Autop market in Bo. Amara Okoye has that report.
Speaking to the ABS, the engineer handling the contract, Chukwugozebo Francis, stated that the installation of the CCTV camera is highly needed to curb incessant outbreaks and criminality in the market across the states. He disclosed that he chose to start with new Autop markets in Bo because of his organization and will from there move to other markets. Engineer Bob Francis said the installation will not take long, as commenced with digging, casting, hanging of poles, which will be followed by the installation of the CCTV camera. He assures that it will take 1 month for it to be achieved.
The way they plan the new parts market is awesome. They plan it very well, so that I want to start with it. Because we have almost 100 and something markets. It's not going to take much time, it's going to take only a month.
On his part, the chairman of the new Autop market, Chief Stephen Obiora, commended the efforts of Professor Chukwu Masaludo in securing the state and thanked him for this laudable initiative. Chief Obiora also appreciated Chief Evaristus Oba and the PG Asmata, Chief Humphrey Anuna, for their efforts towards achieving these projects. The chairman assured the CCTV camera team that he will assist them in any way possible, security-wise, and most especially making sure their equipments are safe.
On behalf of the market, we appreciate His Excellency, Professor Chukwuma Charles Oludo, for this awesome initiation. That we're now going into digital security, unlike the former analog or manual system of security system. So with this, the menace of criminality in Anambra State will soon be a thing of the past.
From New Autop Market, Mpo, Amara Okoye, reporting for ABS.
The Nigerian Institute of Builders and Facility Management has advocated for sustainable practices in facility management for the promotion of a healthier and more sustainable environment for participants. The chairman of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Dr. Ame Oplowa, stated this at the third Facility Management Conference and annual general meeting of the institution with the theme Sustainable Practices in Facility Management held in Oka. Correspondent Chukwuemeka Modelem has that details.
Dr. Opalowa, who was a keynote speaker at the conference, explained that sustainable practices in facilities management are essential for reducing environmental and carbon footprints of buildings, improving occupant health and well-being, and supporting organizational sustainability goals. He pointed out that facility managers can play a crucial role in driving sustainability efforts by implementing energy-sufficient systems, water conservation measures, effective waste management strategies, and sustainable materials. In his address, the national chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Builders in Facilities Management, Dr. Olufemi Akintola, said that the conference allows them to brainstorm on how facilities can best be put into good use towards ensuring that before the expiration of their lifespan, they can serve the purpose it is meant. Dr. Akintola, who announced that the institution is waxing stronger and breaking many barriers to establish itself in the Committee of Facilities Management Associations in the country, disclosed that they have established approved training standards for their members in facilities management practices and gave an overview of some key sustainable practices.
And these practices of facility management is dynamic. Is evolving every day. Most of the people you see here in facility management will have more than 7 PhD holders in the institution who study and focus on facility management. And we are rest assured that in the next few years, they will tackle the course of this institution very well.
Earlier, the president of Nigeria Institute of Builders, Sir Alderton Ewa, noted that the importance of the exercise is to train their members and develop their knowledge towards facility management, and urged builders to always use materials that are sustainable in building construction, avoid spending so much on running costs and damage to the environment. The immediate past president of Nigerian Institution of Builders, Mr. Kenneth Nnabife, charged building managers to live up to their role of ensuring that the purpose for which a building is designed is reconciled with the efficiency of the building and the environment. The program also featured investiture of fellows and the induction of corporate members into the institution, while the pioneer chairman of the institution, Dr. Akintola, conducted a seamless handover to a new executive of the institution, which has Mr. Akpatre Ndo as the national chairman. In Oka, Chukwuemeka Modelem, ABS News.
The serene village of Enugu in Adazienu community in Anocha local government area of Anambra State came alive as it celebrated its New Yam Festival. This culturally significant event symbolizes the end of the farming season and the beginning of the harvest. The New Yam Festival, known locally as Irijofo, is one of the most anticipated events and a long-standing cultural heritage in Enugu village, Adazienu. Blessing Dennis has details.
The celebration held at Enugu Hall attracted notable attendees, including members of the Igwe's cabinet, the Otu Zenozo group, the sons and daughters of Enugu village. Together, they offered prayers for a bountiful harvest and blessings for the year ahead. Dressed in regalian attire benefiting their status, the attendees led a colorful procession that included the Igwe's Council of Chiefs, title men, women groups, and youth organizations, all adorned in vibrant traditional clothing. The rhythmic beats, musical instruments filled the air, accompanied by traditional songs and dance that reflected the rich cultural heritage of the Igbo people. The festival unfolded with the elders of Enugu village performing the sacred ritual of the first yam testing, a symbolic act that marks the start of the yam harvest season. In his address to the gathering, the chairman of Enugu village, Chief Jideofo Okongwu, offered prayers to the ancestors and the gods of the land, asking for continued protection and prosperity for the community. Chief Okongwu explained that Adazienu community had earlier conducted the official cutting of the new yam by their monarch, Igwe Robert Nwankwo, allowing each village under Adazienu to proceed with their own celebrations. Speaking at the event, the President General at the Adazienu Town Union, Chief Emmanuel Chigozie, expressed his gratitude to the community for their participation and support. In an interview, Prince D.K. Okongwu Jr. noted that the new yam is a celebration of who their people are. On his part, the chairman at the Adazienu Town Union, Lagos branch, Chief Chukwuneke Felix, said the festival did not only mark the beginning of harvest season, but also reaffirms the community's unity, culture, and shared values. Masquerade display, cultural dance, event, empowerment to youth were the high points of the event. From Enugu village at Adazienu in Anocha local council area, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
The Scouts Association of Nigeria, Anambra State Council, has held its leadership training designed to develop and enhance the skills of leaders within the scouting community. The training, which was held at Urban Girls Secondary School, Onitsha, attracted members of the Scouts Association from within and outside Anambra State, including men of the Nigerian Police Force. Faith Onyemuche has details.
In the trainees, the Divisional Police Officer Fege Onitsha, CSP Chike Oti, urged them to be professional in the discharge of their duty and stay away from criminal activities. The DPO, who was represented by George Daniel, said the Nigerian Police Force recognizes the Scouts and appreciates their efforts in mentoring young people to be responsible citizens.
Boy Scout is not only in Anambra State, it's Nigeria-wide.
and as the case may be worldwide. So we can also still be impressed to work with you people as time go on. It's all about to renew the relationship between the Scout and the Nigerian police. You may be a very big help to Nigerian police. You can call up the Nigerian police to help out. By then, you are helping in fighting the crime.
In an interview with the ABS, the State Scout Commissioner, Anambra State Council, Mr. Samuel Ofonye, and the State Training Commissioner, Mrs. Chidimma Ibe, said the Scout Association of Nigeria is a voluntary organization where young people are trained to be good citizens and self-reliant. The DO said the basic leadership training course will equip the leaders with the necessary skills to create a positive and educational environment for young scouts and ensure they have a safe, enjoyable, and meaningful experience. They charged the trainees to be the change the society seeks and appreciated the state president, Anambra State Scouts Council, who is also the deputy governor of Anambra State, Dr. Onyekachi Bezim, for his support to the council.
Scouting is not toggery, and scouting is fun. Scouting is educative, and it has entered schools. We have scouting in schools. We have scouting in corps, that's young children, and we tell people outside that they should come and join Scout.
Earlier in their lectures, the course directors, Dr. Chukwujeku Ibe and Mr. Ezekiel Ayobami, lectured the trainees on how to keep themselves and citizens safe from harm, advising them not to misuse their privileges as Scout leaders, but ensure that they treat people with equality, obey the law of the land, contribute their quota to the community, and most importantly, be ambassadors of peace.
We are now sure that we are grooming people that will be good in our society. That's why we have trained them to be good citizens, people that we can rely on, people that can try to avoid all the negative aspects of our society, so that our society will be a very good place to live in.
The training also featured outdoor skills by the Scout members. In Onitsha, Faith Onyemuche reporting for ABS.
The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has embarked on a 7-day warning strike over the abduction of their colleague, Dr. Guniyat Mopola, who has been in kidnappers' den for 8 months. The president of NARD, Dr. Dele Abdullahi, announced the strike during a virtual emergency meeting of the National Executive Council held yesterday. Dr. Abdullahi said the strike, which commenced at midnight on Monday, August 26, 2024, is a warning but total in effect. He said all centers, both federal and state, should ensure full compliance, even as proper handover of patients to consultants should be done. According to him, any center found to have defaulted on the decision of NARD will be fined heavily and deny participation in the forthcoming NARD AGM. A registrar in the Department of Ophthalmology at the National Eye Center, Kaduna, Dr. Bobola, was abducted on December 27, 2023, along with her husband and nephew. Her husband was released in March, while Dr. Bobola and her nephew remain in captivity. Members of NARD had earlier protested in all tertiary hospitals across the nation to demand Bobola's release. Gunmen have killed at least 22 people in northwest Pakistan after forcing them out of their vehicles and checking their identity, officials say. The attack happened overnight on a highway at Balochistan province, where security forces are battling sectarian, ethnic, and separatist violence. The armed men checked identity documents, reportedly signaling out those from Punjab to be shot before setting the vehicle alight, officials alleged. The Baloch Liberian Army, BLA, a militant group, has said it was behind the attacks in Musa Kel district. According to Najabullah Kaka, a senior local official, around 30 to 40 militants were involved. The funeral ceremony for late Mrs. Mrs Caroline Okafor has been held in her country home, Eziago Ebenezer Amici, Newi South local government area. As her mourning children and others describe her as a hardworking woman, philanthropist, and a strong believer in God. Kene Chupu Chupode has status.
Speaking during the funeral mass at her compound at Ezeagu Ebenasa, one of the officiating priests, Reverend Father Christian Mbauku, in his homily, reminded those present to understand that death is an eventual end of every mortal, as no man can escape such reality, and urged Christians not to be deceived that life ends on earth. Reverend Father Mbuku urged Christians not to be distracted but focus on God, His way and teachings, and also prayed for the departed soul while consoling the family.
We are here to bear witness to the life she lived and to pray for her. If I do back up with better, can you a better chineke? Listen to the boy, when you get for Annie. I cannot tell you, and you put on a pindu or no whatever in nature. All these things are agents. Yapo on you on age. It will Uchani, Anyani, Nifani name. All the Okempa, I nature Banyani. Then Nanya Banyane Megani, a Banyane.
The eldest son of the deceased, Mr. Boniface Okafor, remarked that her mother was a distinctive woman who made him what he is and worked hard all her life to raise her children since the demise of her husband early in her marriage, and served God till the end of her life.
Anwanya bo my mother. Omuna beziago, omuna eziago, bo bedie, o eziama abatobi anyi. Gasina ango mmiri nwanya jinaka ata hakia nwanya abu ọnọdụ ka God Chineke wepụta na Eziago.
Ọ na-esi nri, ọ na-egbu ugbo, ọ na-eje job o ji azụ anyị because amaghị m na ihe ọ na-arụ o ji azụ anyị n'ebe ọ bụla akpọrọ afọ ya ọ bịa n'igba egwu ya bụ highest na banya eji akpọ ya asamma.
Another of her daughter, Mrs. Chiamaka Ume, said being virtuous, loving, caring, and generous were the outstanding virtues of her mother, who have been a hardworking woman after losing her husband at the age of 22, and learnt being positive and hardworking from her. A mourner who came to condole with the family, Mr. Wilson Alozie, urged the family to take heart as their mother lived a wonderful life as a mother, caring for her children. A former governorship aspirant in Anambra State, Chief George Mohalo, amongst other personalities, came to condole with the family as dance and music performances from women groups and bands featured prominently during the burial, including condolence visits. Late Mrs. Okafor died at the age of 77 and was popularly called Asamma amongst the people. From Ezeagu Ebenasa, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Remember that you can join, follow us, and remember also that you can follow us on news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube at ABS, at youtube.com/ABS Television Oka, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradio.com. Top stories once more. As the Castro assured of credible local government election, Anambra State government to install CCTV camera in markets. Resident doctors have commenced nationwide strike demanding the release of a colleague. Gunmen have killed 22 in Pakistan after identity check. And before we go, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State and economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Sijoma. Thanks very much for joining us.